if your best friend never actually wanted your friendship? She just wanted to get close enough to take what was yours. Sophie and I had been best friends for 7 years. 7 years of late-night calls, shared secrets, holidays together, being each other's emergency contact. I trusted her with everything, including him. I met Jake at a work event 4 years ago. He was kind and steady, and the first person who ever made me feel completely safe. We dated for 2 years before he proposed. When I called Sophie to tell her, she screamed so loud I had to pull the phone away from my ear. She cried. She said she was so happy for me. She said Jake was perfect for me. She volunteered to be my maid of honor before I even asked. 3 months into planning the wedding, I noticed something. Sophie started coming around more. Always with a reason. Dropping off something I didn't ask for, offering to help with things that didn't need help. And whenever Jake was there, she'd stay longer than she needed to. Then one night, I came home early from work. Jake and Sophie were sitting on my couch. Close. Laughing in a way that stopped the moment I walked in. I didn't say anything that night. But I started paying attention. 2 weeks later, I found an old journal of Sophie's in a box of her things she'd left at my place. The first page, I turned to Jake's name written all over it. Dated 6 years ago. 2 years before I ever met him. She had written about him for pages. His smile, his voice, the way he laughed. How she never told him how she felt in high school. How she thought about him for years after graduation. Sophie had been in love with Jake since she was 17. And when I started dating him, she never said a single word. She just smiled and got closer and waited. I confronted her the next morning. She didn't deny it. She sat there with tears in her eyes and said I thought I was over it. I really tried. I told her trying and scheming are 2 very different things. She left. I told Jake everything that same night. He held my face in his hands and said I never gave her anything to hold on to. Not once. And I need you to know that. I believed him. Because, unlike her, he had never given me a reason not to. Sophie sent me one last message 3 days later. She said she was sorry, and that she hoped I knew the friendship was always real even if the feelings were complicated. I read it twice. And then I deleted it. Because real friends don't spend 7 years waiting for you to lose. Jake and I got married last October. My maid of honor was someone who had never once looked at my life and wished it was hers. Now, I want to ask you, would you have forgiven Sophie or done exactly what I did? Tell me in the comments.